Vault unlocked.
Okay, right? I'm going to show you guys a video of the first person to have gotten the Neuralink chip in their brain, right? Now, this chip is supposed to help you, especially if you, this is how they're selling it. If you are like a paralyzed person, helps you answer emails, order, maybe even work online, read. But from what I'm hearing, it doesn't help you with the functionality or to better your paralysis. I think in years to come, they're going to sell it as that, right? I'm watching this video of this guy explaining the advantages of having this Neuralink. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that guy does not look happy. That guy does not look okay. Apart from the fact that yes, he is still paralyzed, but it doesn't seem like he's bouncing off the wall for having this chip in his brain. You know, guys, in Revelations, it says that the ones that are going to take the mark, right? They will beg for death and death will not come. So it got me thinking right now, Hore, is that why? Because you will not be in control of yourself. If you are not in control of your mind, you are not in control of anything. Therefore, Kanamanja, this guy was saying that one of the disadvantages, they had to go and upgrade something and change the system because the chip is already in his brain. So if they can change the settings on the chip that is in your brain, they can manipulate your thoughts and behavior. Therefore, Revelations was right. If you get the mark, you will wish for death, and death will not come. Because the reason why you will wish for the death is because you are not in control anymore. You do not have free will. However, your real consciousness will try to reach out and try to come back. But the people that are manufacturing and what's this? Making the chip work and what are the people behind the scenes basically at Neuralink, they can manipulate you to do and say anything according to what their agenda is. And that's why people will wish to die and not be able to die. Look at this guy in the interview, guys. He does not look happy to have that Neuralink. Isn't it supposed to be a great thing? It's like the AI. I've been telling you guys, don't trust that thing. Don't play with that thing. You are training that thing. It's bad. And the people, because they sell it as if it is a solution to a problem. If they are saying it's for people that are paralyzed are going to be like, yes, we need it. We all need it because they want to function better. But it's not better, guys. You will lose control of your mind. That guy looks like he's exhausted. Kiss on. Anyway, let me go bath and start my Sunday. I'll see you guys in a bit. Watch this.
Before getting the implant, you couldn't be alone without help for more than half an hour at a time. You obviously couldn't send an email or watch a movie or play online chess. I know you're a big fan of online chess. You couldn't do anything without help. And once you got the implant, you said it was like magic. So talk us through this technology. How do you use it on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's I like to say it's pretty simple. What I mean by that is, of course, the technology itself is not very simple, but how it's used is pretty intuitive. And I use it for all sorts of things.
Do you have to turn it on? Like, do you turn it on?
I do.
Okay.
So I have a little hat that has a charger in it. It plugs in, and I can command the implant to connect or disconnect at any point. And after that, I just do whatever I want on a computer. Whatever anyone else can do on a computer, I can do, and I use it for all sorts of things.
Do you have to say something in particular when you say you command, the computer to do something? Do you say cursor move or?
Yeah, just in order to connect, I'll say implant connect, and it'll connect.
And then after that, you just think a thought, and it happens on the computer in front of you.
Yes, ma'am. That's basically how it works.
Have you had any negative consequences or side effects from this?
No, not really. At the beginning, there was some thread retraction, but so right now they've told me plus or minus 10% of the threads are in the, I guess their intended spot in my brain, but They changed how the signals are read, and I got cursor control back just fine. It's better than it was before, actually, and so I haven't had any sort of physical side effects, mental side effects. It's been all positive so far.
So say you want to write me an email. You would talk me through what you would think.
So essentially I just have cursor control. So I'll go into my email, click around, do whatever I need to do to
So you go to
email.
inbox, start it, you say click start a new email.
Yeah, I don't have to say anything. It's just I think I want to click, and it clicks.
Wow.
Left click, right click, whatever I want. And then after that, I will either use dictation, or I can use a virtual keyboard on my computer screen to type out whatever I want to say. And then again, just click, and it sends.
So I was struck by something you said recently, that you have read more in the last 14 months than you had in the many, many years after you were paralyzed and before that implant was put into your brain. This implant allows you to read a book on your own. Or in your case, many books.
Yeah, it's something that I missed a lot. I was an avid reader before my accident, and reading books just kind of wasn't very possible. After my accident, I got stuck listening to audiobooks, and those are hit or miss. Sometimes you don't like a narrator. Sometimes the book just doesn't sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to read. So I've been able to use like a Kindle or other reading apps, and I read all the time now. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
And you now have a job. Is this because of Neuralink?
Yeah. So I'm traveling around and speaking. So I know there's plenty of other things I could do, but it's something that I have a big passion about. Talking about Neuralink, talking about my faith, my story. So I travel around and speak to whoever wants to hear me at this point.
Neuralink is constantly updating your software, making things faster, making things smarter. Have you noticed the technology changing and improving in the last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the user interface has changed. I think a lot of how they are calibrating, how they are reading the signals, they've constantly been updating things. So from where we were at the beginning, it is massive improvements. And the more people that join the study, the better it's going to get. I honestly don't know what it's going to look like when it gets, completely released, but I know it's going to be leaps and bounds better.